As temperatures around the world have been rising this summer, with heat waves and record high temperatures from Moscow to Manhattan, political courage to pass comprehensive climate and energy legislation in Washington seems to have been cooling. And we know the primary reason why. Because the companies that profit from coal, oil, and our fossil fuel addicted energy system don't want to let go of our wallets. These companies are blocking a transition to a clean energy economy and to increased energy independence, even as the implications of climate change for future generations seem more dire. As one person recently observed, don't the executives of these companies have grandchildren? We are treating the atmosphere like an open sewer for the carbon pollution created from burning fossil fuels, and that thickening blanket is undeniably causing the planet to warm. The past decade was the warmest on record, according to a just-released report by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, with input from 300 researchers on every continent looking at data from 7,000 weather stations. The NOAA report concludes that global warming is undeniable. All the vital signs of the planet are pointing toward increased risks. Sea level is rising. Surface temperatures on the ocean are rising. Ocean heat is increasing. Acidity of the oceans is increasing. Humidity and heat in the active weather layer of the atmosphere is increasing. This is undeniable data, yet the U.S. Congress appears to be in a state of denial. And the risks for Maine could be severe. Last month, President Obama and his family walked just a few steps from here because Acadia is a crown jewel of our national park system. Yet this jewel will face serious harm the longer the U.S. Congress and the world put off the task of fixing our broken energy system. As the environmentalist Rob Watson likes to say, Mother Nature is just chemistry, biology, and physics. That's all she is. Our environmental systems are not going to postpone reacting to the increased carbon pollution in the atmosphere simply because the U.S. Congress is stuck in partisan gridlock, or because coal state Democrats don't support a transition to clean energy, or because a cadre of determined scientists, mostly funded by the oil industry, claim that climate change is a hoax. No, nature will do what chemistry, biology, and physics dictate. And the result here in Maine will be increased heat waves, loss of species, damage to homes, infrastructure in towns located at sea level, and major economic impacts for various significant parts of our economy, including lobstering, that depend on ocean chemistry not changing. The National Academy of Sciences recently called on Congress to take strong, immediate action to limit the carbon pollution that is causing global warming. They cited, quote, growing evidence that the world may be on a dangerous trajectory with respect to climate change. We need to get off that dangerous trajectory, and we need the U.S. Congress to get out of its state of denial with regard to climate change. Action is needed now through passage of climate and energy bill that will help create clean energy jobs, reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, and help protect the planet for future generations. And if Congress can't get its act together, then the Environmental Protection Agency needs to take the lead by using its regulatory authority to mandate reductions in carbon pollution. One way or another, we must move forward to a cleaner energy economy, and now is the time for action. Thank you.
Way to go, Peter. Super.
The fact that a place as special as Acadia is plagued by air pollution should be a clarion call to our senators to act. Not just to talk the talk, which they're good at doing, but to actually come to the table, to work across party lines, to craft solutions, and to fight to make them a reality. We're here to make clear today that we are not giving up. We are not giving up the fight for clean energy legislation. We're going to redouble our efforts to go out to the people of Maine, to bring the people of Maine together, to fight for a clean energy economy, to stand up to the army of oil industry lobbyists that have blocked progress for so long.
I believe, as do many people from my generation, that the time to act is now. We need to address the impacts of climate change on both a national and international level. Our United States must show leadership because our country has the strength to make a change. We hope those in power will spur on this change. This generation, with our Maine senators taking a lead, can leave behind a legacy to be proud of. This will pave the way for the next generation, my generation, to reverse the damage that is occurring now to human health, not to mention the environment and animals, so that the following generation, my children, our children, can be healthy and not worry about the devastating impact that the course that we are currently on now will have.